Momma Dee says sorry to Khaotic for Scrappy's actions. In the realm of reality television, emotions frequently run hot, relationships are put to the test, and drama unfolds in front of millions of viewers. One of these reality shows, LoveAndHipHopAtlanta, has frequently provided moments that have led to discussions, arguments, and sometimes even personal development. In one of its more emotional episodes, Momma Dee, the powerful matriarch of the Simmons family, finds herself in an unexpected situation. She has to apologize to rapper Khaotic on behalf of her son, Lil Scrappy. This apology is not only about repairing the relationship between two men, it is also a moment of personal introspection for Momma Dee. It demonstrates her growth, vulnerability, and willingness to reconcile broken relationships. The context, a conflict that has been ongoing for a long time. Before getting into the apology, it is important to grasp the backdrop of the incident. Momma Dee and Khaotic have not had a relationship that is characterized by harmony and mutual understanding. Scrappy, the son of Momma Dee and Khaotic, have had their fair share of arguments, which have frequently been featured on LoveAndHipHopAtlanta. Scrappy, a famous rapper, and Khaotic, who also works in the rap industry, have had disagreements over commercial matters, personal issues, and misunderstandings. Momma Dee has always been a very vocal presence in Scrappy's life, especially in her capacity as his mother. She has always been quite protective of her son, and has never hesitated to get involved in instances where she thinks Scrappy has been treated unfairly, or if she believes that his reputation is being called into question. However, sometimes her interference has made the matter more problematic, adding gasoline to the fire rather than helping to extinguish it. Khaotic, on the other hand, is not the type of person to give up easy. Khaotic is proud and loyal to the people he regards to be his own. When Scrappy and Momma Dee did something that he thought was unacceptable, he didn't hesitate to express his opinion. Their relationship had turned into a series of misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and public drama. To a lot of those who were watching, it appeared like the problem would never be resolved. However, as the story of the program proceeded to develop, there was an unforeseen turn of events. Momma Dee, who is known for her fiery disposition, started to change the way she dealt with these confrontations. She started to understand that her part in the continuous arguments was not only about defending Scrappy, but also about figuring out how to unite people. This insight would eventually lead to a crucial moment, Momma Dee's apology to Khaotic. The apology moment. Momma Dee had a difficult time making this decision. She did not find it easy to apologize. She had always been determined, self-assured, and prepared to take control of any situation, particularly when it came to her kid. However, as the show progressed and the dynamics with Khaotic changed, she started to realize the harm that had been inflicted, not only on Khaotic, but also on her own sense of calm and security. Momma Dee and Khaotic met in secret to apologize to one another. Although Scrappy was not there, it was evident that this was not merely a reunion between the two guys. It was also an opportunity for Momma Dee to talk directly to Khaotic and acknowledge the part that she and Scrappy had played in the strife between them. Momma Dee started speaking, her voice calm, but with a trace of vulnerability. "I know I've made some mistakes," she said. "I have experienced a lot in my life, and there are times when I allow my feelings to take control of me. I have always been a guardian of Scrappy, but I now understand that in my attempts to protect him, I have caused you pain. I really apologize for it." Khaotic, who had been paying close attention, was silent for a moment. He had heard statements like this before, but there was something in Momma Dee's tone that made him think she was being sincere. The barriers that separated them were not as high as they had been in the past, and for the first time, Khaotic was able to understand that Momma Dee was not only a loud and aggressive woman who lived to protect her son's reputation, she was a mother who had learned some difficult lessons throughout her life. Khaotic's voice became gentler as he finally said, "I appreciate that, Momma Dee. It has been a long journey, however. I have never had a problem with you as an individual in this entire affair. It has always been about what is right and what is wrong. I'm open to the idea of starting over if we can leave the past in the past. The exchange was a major turning point in their relationship. Momma Dee, a woman who had spent the majority of her life zealously protecting her pride and her family, experienced a moment of humility. She not only repaired her relationship with Khaotic by taking the initial step toward reconciliation, but she also showed how powerful humility and growth can be. The importance of the apology. Although the apology was very personal for Momma Dee, it also had a larger meaning for the audience of LoveAndHipHopAtlanta. Reality television is frequently attacked for its presentation of overblown drama and conflict. However, moments like this serve as a reminder to viewers that there is more to these personalities than what is shown on the surface. When it comes to apologies, it's not just about the words that are said, it's also about the emotional effort that is required to recognize previous mistakes and try to make things right. This apology was not only about fixing her relationship with Khaotic for Momma Dee, it was also about her own healing. Over the years, she had developed a reputation for being strong, unyielding, and occasionally aggressive. However, at this time, she gave herself permission to be vulnerable. She made a significant advancement in her emotional maturity by acknowledging her part in the conflict and taking responsibility for her errors. Scrappy would also gain from this reconciliation, even if he was not present at the meeting. For a long time, there had been a lot of stress and miscommunication in his relationship with Khaotic. Momma Dee's actions as Scrappy's mother had a major effect on his relationships. Her taking the initiative to repair this split not only made her look good as a mother, but it also provided Scrappy with a model to follow when it comes to dealing with his own problems with other people. The apology also showed how powerful vulnerability can be in relationships, especially when egos are often at the forefront. Momma Dee and Khaotic were both able to set aside their pride and have an honest discussion about how they felt. This event was a reminder that true strength is not about always being on the defensive. Instead, it is about having the fortitude to recognize when something is wrong and taking action to fix it. A fresh start. The meeting between Momma Dee and Khaotic was the start of a new phase in their relationship. Although they did not become best friends right away, they did develop a mutual regard for one another that they did not have previously. The apology made it possible for them to communicate in the future, and both sides appeared to be ready to leave the past behind in order to make progress. Momma Dee had a life-changing encounter. It demonstrated to her that even the strongest people have moments of vulnerability, and that growth frequently comes from understanding and reconciliation. After years of fighting for her family and her kid, she finally understood that the most effective thing she could do was to be humble and make reparations where required. The apology was a significant moment, not only for Momma Dee and Khaotic, but also for the show as a whole. It served as a reminder to viewers that there is always an opportunity for development, repentance, and healing, even in the realm of reality television. The cameras record not only the drama and the disputes, but also the moments of truth, vulnerability, and transformation that occur. Momma Dee's apology was a strong reminder that it is never too late to ask for forgiveness, make amends, and develop better, healthier connections. Final thoughts. In the world of Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, where feuds, drama, and larger-than-life characters typically take center stage, the quiet moments of introspection and growth may be just as significant. One of those moments was when Momma Dee apologized to Khaotic on behalf of her son, Scrappy. It was a time of vulnerability, self-reflection, and personal growth. It showed that even the strongest fighters may find strength in humility, and that reconciliation is sometimes the most difficult but most gratifying path to follow. As the season went on, the relationship between Momma Dee and Khaotic continued to change, and the effects of that apology were still clear. It served as a reminder to audiences that every person on reality television is a real human being who is capable of learning, changing, and evolving. And for Momma Dee, it was a lesson in the importance of forgiveness, not only for others, but also for herself.